So what I have in my hand is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 and I have been using it from past 3.5 months. So in this video, I'm just going to summarize my experience on this watch, and if you're planning to get the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7, then probably you should watch this video because you will get an idea about the pros and the cons and my experiences of what has been through with this device. I'll just summarize it into very minimal points. I'll start off with the display. It's very bright. Wherever you go, if it's under direct sunlight, you'll be able to see it, no issues. And I've been taking this to my gym every day, and you can see that there is not even a single scratch, which means the screen is really durable. And the screen actually has an auto brightness feature, so you need not adjust the brightness wherever you go. It just automatically senses it and adjusts. Yeah, so the screen and the device is waterproof, but if it rains and all, if you try to use it, there can be a little bit of mist touches, but that is something which is expected. So you can't use it in the rain, but nothing will happen if it goes in the rain. And many people have asked if the rotating dial is there. Actually, the rotating dial is there, but it is just that it's hidden behind this bezel, and the bezels are also very thin compared to the previous one, because I was using previously the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. So from 5 Pro I just directly jumped into Watch 7, and yeah, so in the 5 Pro you had a thick bezel, this one doesn't have, so it looks a little bit better when you wear it with even with an ethnic wear or with a normal office wear or casually. It doesn't look odd. And adding to the style, this strap, this is one of my favorite straps. You can see a little bit of accent here and there, and it just fits properly, and it's very comfortable. It's a silicone strap, and I did not feel any discomforts. Only thing which I felt is when you continuously wear it for working out, etc., if you sweat, you can see a little bit of yeah, these kind of little bit salty, what do you say, that salts here. So I'd suggest you can clean it regularly, but even if you use it roughly, it doesn't happen, anything bad doesn't happen to this strap. So it's very durable. And speaking about the durability, this might have fell from my hand like around 5-6 times. So normally I keep it for charge near my bedside table, so from there when I keep it on charge and I take it, something happens and it just falls down from that height. And till now you can see the frame is intact. There has been no marks of any smudges or scratches or anything. It's just good. The build quality is really good. But yeah, this back side where you have the sensors and the metallic contacts, etc., this would get dirty, and like occasionally I would clean in between this. So you can see a slight slit here, right? So this slit can get dirty, so you might have to clean it. And the second thing which gets dirty is this temperature sensor here. So this temperature sensor is the one which gets dirty easily. So normally when you wear it and you have a wet hand, that's when this happens. So clean this regularly. That's what I would say if you want accurate readings. Yeah, one thing which I was very skeptical about is its battery life, because coming from a Watch 5 Pro, a Pro variant, I have switched to Watch 7, which is not a Pro variant. This one actually impressed me with the battery life. Speaking about charge, you can see right now it has 97%. So I think I kept it for charge at around in the evening, and I took it at maybe 6 o'clock, and I've been wearing from that. So from 6 o'clock now the time is 8 o'clock and it has been 97%. Actually this watch gives me around 1.5 to 2 days. I work out every day, right? So every day I keep track of this. I mean, I track my workouts for around 1 to 1.5 hours. So 1 to 1.5 hours I just use this in the gym, and then normally I wear it everywhere I go. And so by evening I can see around 50% of battery left, and I even use it for my sleep tracking, and this actually does a very good job in sleep tracking. I'll get to that. Yeah, so I do my sleep tracking, and then next day morning I wake up and then I go to the gym, and then when I come back, I think mostly that's when the battery goes around 15% and it automatically goes to the power saver mode. Yeah, so when it goes to the power saver mode, that's when I keep this on charge. So usually, say I go to my gym around 7 o'clock, from 7 to 8:30 I'll be working out, and then I come back home and then I keep it for charge, and it takes around 2 hours to fully charge. So if I keep it for half an hour, it will become around 25%. So I keep it around say 9 o'clock, and then I take it around 11 o'clock with full charge. It has a magnetic charging, but previous watches used to charge when we keep it on back of a Samsung phone, but this doesn't. Maybe because of the new sensor, this doesn't charge when you keep it on top of a Samsung phone, but this has a magnetic charger, and this will charge with a watch charger, which is previous, like Watch 5 charger. You can use it, it'll charge. Now coming to health features, I think this has like almost accurate sensors when you compare it with other Android smartwatches, and I just keep track of my workout and everything using this Samsung Galaxy Watch app, I mean Samsung Health app. So this has all the insights, etc., and I have been tracking it from a long time. And the best thing which I like about this is the body composition. If you see, there is something called a body composition which can give you your body weight and your fat percentage as well as the water percentage, etc. So actually the two buttons which you see right side of this, right, this is actually, I think, bioimpedance sensors. So you have to wear it and then you have to keep these two fingers here, and then it'll take around say 30 to 45 seconds, and then you'll get your body fat percentage. You just have to enter the weight, so that you have to manually take and enter, and then you'll get all this data. And this has been very useful for me in tracking my workouts and how it's progressing, etc. Apart from that, there's 24/7 heart rate monitoring, and then you have the SpO2 sensing. The sleep tracking is amazing. I'll show you how the sleep gets tracked in this. So yet something called this sleep score, where you can get to know how good the sleep was, and then you have all the cycles, and it measures your skin temperature, how much times you moved, how much REM sleep, and all the stuffs you got. And it even gets a skin temperature, like what was the temperature difference when you're sleeping, and you can also record snoring. But one thing which I noticed about snore recording is you have to keep your phone in the bedside table charged, and then you have to wear this watch. That's only when it detects snoring, and if it detects snoring, you can actually listen to the snoring next day. You can get the recordings. And this time, finally, in India also, they have brought the ECG feature. You can check for an ECG through this watch. I'm not sure how good it'll be if you are actually diagnosed with any heart disease or anything, but for just an information or awareness purposes, you can use this ECG, and even you can send the report to a medical professional and you can get it validated. Now coming to the software in this watch, this is actually a Wear OS smartwatch powered by or a skin of One UI. So you can see this interface. So you have a lot of One UI kind of stuffs here, and then if you swipe on top, you can see a lot of apps, and even you get an app store, you get a Play Store here, and you can actually install apps in this. So this is something called an actual smartwatch where you can install the apps. You can even install WhatsApp, Truecaller, and any musical services or anything like YouTube Music, Spotify, etc. And this watch UI is so good. It's not bug free. Yeah, there are bugs, there are some annoying bugs, but most of the part, it's just good. So one bug which I felt a little bit annoying is say you wear this watch and you have 20% charge, and then you use it and it goes below 15, it automatically turns to the power saver mode. Once it turns on to power saving mode, if you raise your wrist, this doesn't light up because that feature gets turned off. If you touch this watch, it will not wake up, that is also turned off. But when you come back home and then you keep it for charge, you make it 100%, and then you wear it in your wrist, that time when you raise your hand, it doesn't wake up. That time you touch, it doesn't wake up, because those two options which got offed when it went to the power saver, that doesn't turn on automatically when you charge it. So you have to manually go and turn it on, and that felt a little bit annoying, because if they can off it automatically, why can't they just turn it on, because that was how it was before they turned it off. And the second thing which annoys me is the application notifications for third-party apps, mostly WhatsApp. So the WhatsApp notifications, it's not like I get it, most of the time I get it, but there is a delay. So there can be up to a minute or a minute and two of delay. So you get a notification and then you are wearing this watch, the phone is not in your hand. You can hear the sound in the phone that you got a notification, and you are waiting it to come on the watch, but it just doesn't come. And even if you see here, you can actually install the WhatsApp app, and you can open all your chats in this, and even you can view the stickers, you can view the images, etc. You can download it in the watch and see. That is a good thing. You can directly use the WhatsApp app. But one thing which I felt a little bit inconvenient is that, again, the notification issue. Notifications might come, might not come. But this is not in the case of phone calls. But if you get a phone call, then you will get it immediately. You get a text message, then you will get immediately. So the inbuilt Samsung app notifications works just fine. It's just about the third-party applications, especially Instagram, Snapchat, and the WhatsApp. And one thing I immediately noticed when I came from a Watch 5 Pro to this is the smoothness of the UI. This time, that watch actually had few bugs and glitches which would make some stutters and frame drops, but this doesn't have any of that. It is just so smooth that you can just keep swiping through it, or like you can keep scrolling through the the frame, and then you don't see a lag. So this is a great job from Samsung. And even when you leave your phone somewhere and then you leave somewhere outside, and then what happens if it disconnects, you will get a disconnection alert saying that your watch got disconnected. It is a very good thing if you keep forgetting your phone, because I keep forgetting where I kept my phone. I just keep it somewhere, I go, and then I get this notification, and then like, I forgot my phone, I have to go back and get it. I go back and then I don't find my phone, but the watch connects, and then I use the find feature in this and my phone rings. It is a really a good lifesaver. And there is also a watch only mode. So say suppose it goes to the power saving mode and you don't charge it, and if it goes below say 1%, that's when it turns on to watch only mode, where you just have to press this and you only see the time, nothing else. And I think with watch saver mode, maybe you can go up to 2 to 3 days, and yeah, then it dies. And one more thing which kills the battery is the always on display. The always on display is so good, but when it's turned on, you can see that you will hardly get a day's battery life. So I just turned always on display off. This is actually an LTE variant, so you can activate eSIM inside this, which I have not did because I didn't find a need for that. I don't use the watch alone independently, but if you do, you can experience a little bit more battery drain. And with this, with not activating, if I'm getting 2 days of battery life, I would just not activate it because I prefer battery life. And there is a touch sensitivity mode or a gloves mode, so if you are wearing your gloves and all, you can use this. And also you have a water eject mode, so you go to swimming with this and water gets into the speakers, you can eject it. And there is something called this energy score, so you have to keep wearing this watch. You go to sleep and then next day morning it says what is your score for the day. It tells you if you have to be active or not. That is also good. And regarding the call quality is absolutely good. The person who's at the other end will not even know that you're talking from a phone, so it's that good. Even if you're riding and then you stop somewhere and you speak with the watch, only thing is if you're in traffic, you will feel this a little bit hard to hear. But if it's indoors and all, that's not a problem. Here are the speakers. It's actually hidden inside this, so it's kind of a small speaker, but it's loud. Yeah, so overall I would say if you are planning to get a Samsung watch and you get it for a good deal, this Watch 7, you don't have to worry that it's not a pro variant, so I'm not getting pro features. It's actually getting everything, but in a smaller package, more appealing package. So this is actually really a value for money or a worth smartwatch which I've been using, and I really like this product genuinely. So if you're actually planning to get a Samsung Galaxy Watch, do consider the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 is I would say. And yeah, that's it for the video. If you have any doubts, you can drop in the comments and I'll give you my answers to that if I see. So that's it. Bye bye.